Hello there, friends. Pastor Jason here. Glad you can join me for daily devotionals. Yesterday we had Labor Day, so we had a day off. That was nice. And today we're back in Job, and today's going to be a little bit of a longer video. Because again, I don't want to split up any argument points from any particular character here in Job. So Zophar is going to start us off, but then we get Job for 3 chapters. So here we go, chapter 11, verse 1. Think about what you're learning about the Lord specifically, because a lot of things in Job, it's easy to point out what's wrong with what men are saying. Let's be learning is there a way we can be picking up on the character of God in these 4 chapters, okay? Chapter 11, verse 1. Then Zophar, the Naamathite, answered, "Shall a multitude of words go unanswered, and a talkative man be acquitted? Shall your boasts silence men, or shall you scoff, and none rebuke? For you have said, my teaching is pure, and I am innocent in your eyes. But would that God might speak, and open his lips against you, and show you the secrets of wisdom. For sound wisdom has 2 sides. Know that God forgets a part of your iniquity. Can you discover the depths of God? Can you discover the limits of the Almighty? They are high as the heavens. What can you do? Deeper than Sheol. What can you know? Its measure is longer than the earth and broader than the sea. If he passes by or shuts up or calls an assembly, who can restrain him? For he knows false men, and he sees iniquity without investigating. An idiot will become intelligent when the foal of a wild donkey is born a man. If you would direct your heart right and spread out your hand to him, if iniquity is in your hand, put it far away, and do not let wickedness dwell in your tents. Then indeed you could lift up your face without moral defect, and you would be steadfast and not fear. For you would forget your trouble. As water that have passed by, you would remember it. Your life would be brighter than noonday. Darkness would be like morning. Then you would trust because there is hope, and you would look around and seek and rest securely. You would lie down, and none would disturb you, and many would entreat your favor. But the eyes of the wicked will fail, and there will be no escape for them, and their hope is to breathe their last. So in essence, Zophar is saying, no, you're not innocent. You're saying you're innocent, but you aren't. You got a lot of lofty words, but let me give you some arguments. And now, chapter 12, Job will respond. Verse 1. Then Job responded, "Truly then you are the people, and with you wisdom will die. But I have intelligence as well as you. I am not inferior to you, and who does not know such things as these? I am a joke to my friends, the one who called on God, and he answered him. The just and blameless man is a joke. He who is at ease holds calamity in contempt, as prepared for those whose feet slip. The tents of the destroyers prosper, and those who provoke God are secure, whom God brings into their power. But now ask the beasts, and let them teach you, and the birds of the heavens, and let them tell you, or speak to the earth, and let it teach you, and let the fish of the sea declare to you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this, and whose hand is the life of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Does not the ear test words, as the palate tastes its food? Wisdom is with aged men, with long life is understanding. With him are wisdom and might. To him belong counsel and understanding. Behold, he tears down, and it cannot be rebuilt. He imprisons a man, and there can be no release. Behold, he restrains the waters, and they dry up. He sends them out, and they inundate the earth. With him are strength and sound wisdom. The misled and the misleader belong to him. He makes counselors walk barefoot and makes fools of judges. He loosens the bonds of kings and binds their loins with a girdle. He makes priests walk barefoot and overthrows the secure ones. He deprives the trusted ones of speech and takes away the discernment of the elders. He pours contempt on nobles and loosens the belt of the strong. He reveals mysteries from the darkness, and he brings the deep darkness into light. He makes the nations great and then destroys them. He enlarges the nations, then leads them away. He deprives of intelligence the chiefs of the earth's people and makes them wander in a pathless waste. They grope in darkness with no light, and he makes them stagger like a drunken man. Chapter 13. Behold, my eyes have seen all this. My ear has heard and understood it. What you know, I also know. I am not inferior to you, but I would speak to the Almighty. I desire to argue with God, but you smear lies. You are worthless physicians. Oh, that you would be completely silent and that it would become your wisdom. Please hear my argument and listen to the contentions of my lips. Will you speak what is unjust for God and speak what is deceitful for him? Will you show partiality for him? Will you contend for God? Will it be well when he examines you? Or will you deceive him as one deceives a man? He will surely reprove you if you secretly show partiality. Will not his majesty terrify you and the dread of him fall on you? Your memorable sayings are proverbs of ashes. Your defenses are defenses of clay. Be silent before me so that I may speak. Then let come on me what may. Why should I take my flesh in my teeth and put my life in my hands? Though he slay me, I will hope in him. Nevertheless, I will argue my ways before him. This also will be my salvation, for a godless man may not come before his presence. Listen carefully to my speech, and let my declaration fill your ears. Behold, now I have prepared my case. I know that I will be vindicated. Who will contend with me? For then I would be silent and die. And here in verse 20 is where Job turns his arguments towards the Lord again. Verse 20. Only two things do not do to me, then I will not hide from your face. Remove your hand from me, and let not the dread of you terrify me. Then call, and I will answer. Or let me speak, then reply to me. How many are my iniquities and sins? Make known to me my rebellion and my sin. Why do you hide your face and consider me your enemy? Will you cause the driven leaf to tremble? Or will you pursue the dry chaff? For you write bitter things against me and make me inherit the iniquities of my youth. You put my feet into the stocks and watch all my paths. You set a limit for the soles of my feet while I am decaying like a rotten thing, like a garment that is moth-eaten. Chapter 14. Man who is born of a woman is short-lived and full of turmoil. Like a flower he comes forth and withers. He also flees like a shadow and does not remain. You also open your eyes on him and bring him into judgment with yourself. Who can make the clean out of the unclean? No one. Since his days are determined, the number of his months is with you, and his limits you have set, so that he cannot pass. Turn your gaze from him that he may rest until he fulfills his day like a hired man. For there is hope for a tree when it is cut down, that it will sprout again, and its shoots will not fail, though its roots grow old in the ground and the stump dies in the dry soil. At the scent of water it will flourish and put forth sprigs like a plant. But a man dies and lies prostrate. Man expires, and where is he? As water evaporates from the sea and the river becomes parched and dried up, so man lies down and does not rise. Until the heavens are no longer, he will not awake, nor be aroused from his sleep. Oh, that you would hide me in Sheol, that you would conceal me until your wrath returns to you, that you would set a limit for me and remember me. If a man dies, will he live again? All the days of my struggle I will wait until my change comes. You will call, and I will answer you. You will long for the work of your hands. For now you number my steps. You do not observe my sin. My transgression is sealed up in a bag, and you wrap up my iniquity. But the falling mountain crumbles away, and the rock moves from its place. Water wears away stones, its torrents wash away the dust of the earth. So you destroy man's hope. You forever overpower him, and he departs. You change his appearance and send him away. His sons achieve honor, but he does not know it, or they become insignificant, but he does not perceive it. But his body pains him, and he mourns only for himself. Well, I'm going to keep our discussion very short just because of the length of the video. Job saying, hey, look, I have my argument ready. You fellas leave me alone. You're talking, you're my friends and you're considering me a fool. I know what you're saying. I get it. But my problem isn't with you. And I didn't have any iniquity that I know of. I'm bringing my case to the Lord, because even if I go and stand in the presence of the Lord, I know this is going to be my salvation, right? Because no one who isn't righteous can be in front of the Lord. Then he knows that it's his salvation if he could at least present his argument, even though presenting an argument with the Lord is always a failing proposition. And Job reminds us again that no matter what befalls us in this life, it's the Lord. The Lord is still in control no matter what we think. Maybe he's, maybe you think he's turned away from you and you want his attention again. Here, Job is saying, I've got your attention. You've got your hand on me. Take it off. At least let me die in peace. Let the remains of my day finish well. And, when we get to the Lord, he's going to reply to everybody. He's going to give discussion to everyone here, these 4 people at least. Let us be sure that as we present our problems to the Lord, that we do so humbly, that we do so in a place that recognizes his authority in our lives. And may we do so gracefully and humbly receive the response. Hey, with that, I hope Job's being a blessing to you. Be blessed. Be a blessing to those around you. And I will see you tomorrow as we continue on in Job.